Ever since no-fault divorce was introduced in the United States, starting with California in 1969, women have tried their best to take advantage of it. Since most women will only marry up financially, any alimony that is awarded in a divorce is usually paid by the men. Some men pay not only high amounts, but pay monthly for the rest of their lives, which essentially results in the ex-wives basically retiring. Let's discuss a fictional example which shows just how ridiculous things have gotten in the Western world, especially the United States. Stay tuned till the end of the video for some comedy. This example is a shout out to all my viewers who are Family Guy fans. Let's suppose that Carter Pewterschmidt, who lives in a mansion, decides to hire a new housekeeper. After an extensive search, he hires Consuela. Now, Consuela is tasked with the cooking, the cleaning, and the laundry. And, just like Alice from the Brady Bunch, she lives in the house with her own bedroom and, when she's not on the clock, has full access to all the amenities of the property. The food, the swimming pool, the tennis court, the theater room, etc. One day, after Consuela has been employed by Carter for a number of years, let's say just over 10, Carter informs Consuela that he is retiring, will be moving out of state, and will therefore no longer need her services. Consuela finds this unacceptable and says, "You still pay me." Carter, of course, finds this ridiculous and refuses. Consuela decides to lawyer up and sue Carter. By the way, Carter happens to live in the great state of California, which does not bode well for him. The two fight it out in court, but the judge assigned to the case happens to be a far-left activist judge who sides with Consuela and rules that Carter must pay $20,000 per month to Consuela for the rest of her life, so that she may enjoy the same standard of living as she did as a live-in employee. Consuela is happy with the ruling and turns to Carter and says, "You pay. I retire." This example, of course, is an example of an unfair ruling involving an ex-employer and an ex-employee. But just replace the labels with ex-husband and ex-wife, and you begin to understand the lunacy of alimony. Most women find the idea of alimony fair and just. Well, I find it to be complete nonsense. Whether you agree or disagree with the concept of alimony, please let me know in the comments. I'd like to read your thoughts on this. Well, that about wraps up this video. As usual, let's end it with some comedy about today's topic. Enjoy!
How many times have you been married?
5 times.
Your 5 different wives over the years, do they all know like that they're part of a series of failed marriages?
It gets harder to convince the next one.
Right, of course. I like how you're saying the next one like you already know you're going to get divorced. What's your secret, I guess?
I just made a lot of bad choices.
Yeah. I feel like after 5 marriages, it's like definitely you know? What do? You're a lawyer of divorce? You're like, I know it well. Now, what kind of lawyer are you?
I do family law.
So you really do? Just to be clear, he and I have never met before. I feel like a magician. I'm like, you and I have never met, is that correct?